Hello, it's Pre, and today I will be talking about integers. So, what are integers? Well, integers are negative and positive numbers. So, like 4 plus 4 are integers. So is 2 plus 2. So is 3 plus 3. So is negative 3 plus negative 4. So it was negative 4 plus negative 4. You get the idea, right? Okay, so how to solve that? Let's have a sample problem. Let's have a positive, have a bigger number than negative. Plus negative 3. Okay. So, how do you solve this? What I like to do, if there's a positive or negative number that's bigger, like in this case it's 5, I like to change it into 2 and 3, which is negative 3 also. Don't forget it. Now I'd like to do it. So I'd like to split it into the smaller numbers opposites or equal. Like the same number but with the different sign of the other number. So like here, we're going to change it to 3. It was negative 3, so we changed 5 into a 3 and 2. So we add these. 3 minus 3 is 0. 2 plus 0. 2 plus 0 is 2. That's how we get the first answer. Okay, now let's say there's negative 7 and plus negative 3. Now, you can't do this. You can't do the strategy anymore. You're going to have to add negatives. So, like, let's say here's a negative. Negative, let's put all these negatives. Negative, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7. Sorry. Negative 7. This is 7 negatives. And then we're going to have negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. And you can count all these up. There's 3 negatives and 7 negatives 2. Now you add all these. So it's negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, negative 8, negative 9, negative 10. That's your answer. And you would mostly like to do this way if you're new to this concept, to negative numbers. Let's say if we have 8 plus negative 8. What do you do in this case? If you have a positive and its opposite, opposite means like the opposite of a number. So like the opposite of 8 is negative 8. And the opposite of negative 8 is positive 8. And so if it's always this, it's called an additive inverse. Additive inverse. And additive inverses always equal 0. No matter what number, no matter how big, how small. Because you're adding its opposite, and it's the same number, same absolute value, which I'll just get here in a moment, to 0. So let's talk about absolute value, which is defined by AB, but I'll write absolute value. So, absolute value, what is it? Well, let's have axis. So here's 0. Okay, let's just cross out the y-axis. Here's 0. Let's say we have 3. How far is it from 0? 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. How far is this from 0? Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's how many spaces it's far away from 0. So the absolute value of this would be 10. Even though it's in the -10 spot, it doesn't matter. It's the same distance away from 0 as +10, wherever that may be. Okay, so let's do a problem. And absolute value will look like this. The number, which I'll put as n, will be here, and there will be 2 lines that look like ones and L's right here. That's meaning if it says, like, let's put 3 over this equals, then you put 3 because that's the absolute value from 0. You put the number and you just don't take the sign. So like 4, -4, you take the number, you just don't take the sign. That's easy, right? So let's practice. Excuse me. So let's have 5. What's the absolute value of 5? You probably made up, so just shout out the answer. 5, you got it. So let's start here. Where's 5? 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get the idea. Now, integers. Let's see if you remember that again. What will the answer be? Negative or positive? Yell it out. Yep, -1. Negative. We still could have done the answer. So let's conclude this with a really hard question. Really hard question. Just write hard. Really hard question. Okay, let's do -100 plus 287 equals, what goes in here? What is the absolute value of the answer to this problem? I'll give you some time. Give you like 10 seconds. 10. You should have figured it out. It was 187. 187. You should have got that. And yep, that will conclude our section today. Thank you. Have a good day.